Hi, my name is Mel Megan. I am from the 4-H Dream Achievers 4-H Club and a member and representative on the county and state fashion board. And today I'm going to be talking to you about Embellish, which ironically enough I embellished the cover of the book, so that's pretty cool. So what is the Embellish project? It's an intermediate sewing project that involves you exploring different embellishment ideas, whether or not that be patchwork, appliqué, embroidery, beading, identifying likely clothing items that you're going to modify, learning new or those same techniques, and putting it together into a complete outfit, which is not as hard as it sounds. So is this project friendly to beginners? No, because it involves some level of technical skill when it involves sewing, because you will be possibly deconstructing a garment depending on what you're doing for your embellishment. So if this is your first year and you have no sewing experience, Designed by Me is an excellent alternative because it essentially involves a lot of the same things just without the technical sewing skill, and it's a good introductory project. So, to go over my project, I'm going to be pointing down to my lovely example that I have down here as to sort of give you a feel of what the project really is. So as you can see, there's a lot of stuff going on in this garment, which is relatively a good thing considering this is what I put all my time and effort into. And as you can see, it has several different embellishment techniques. So embellishment isn't just sewing things onto other things. Like, for example, we do have some beadwork in here, but we also have other techniques such as painting and stenciling. So if you can see these slight color variations in the denim, that is why. We have sashiko embroidery, which are the embroidery bits all around the shapes that you see. And then we have a wonderful technique called reverse appliqué, which is where you take a panel of color, you put it behind your garment, and then you cut holes in the garment to reveal that panel of color, which is why we use stenciling in the first place. It was like our guidelines. And with the embellishment project, you can make multiple garments that have one embellishment each. Meanwhile, I decided to throw all of my eggs in one basket and made one garment with multiple techniques. And either way is absolutely fine as long as you have a product you are happy with. But there is honestly no right or wrong way to do this project because it purely involves your creativity. So this is just merely one example out of many that you could possibly do. I've also done work with lace, felting. Felting was a very painful experience, to say the least. My fingers were very happy when I stopped. I have done button work. I've sewed on buttons to make a design. I have done embroidery, as you can see here, although I've done it in a much more greater extent. I have taken apart garments and technically quilted a shirt. I've replaced some of the sleeves and parts of garments with parts from others. And I've overall taken the reduce, reuse, recycle motto to heart and made most of my garments out of things that I either owned already or picked up for dirt cheap at a thrift store. Now, embellishment is a great project if you already have technical sewing knowledge but don't necessarily want to create a whole new garment, because normally with a lot of things in this project, there is some element of upcycling to it. And especially considering since the textile industry is the leading polluter in the world, taking those garments that you know you can modify and upcycle them before they're thrown away definitely is very good for the environment, and those turtles will thank you later for not choking on your yoga pants. So it's a wonderful project. I would highly recommend it if you have some sort of technical sewing knowledge. Again, if you don't, Designed by Me is a great alternative. I've taken this project for almost every single year I've been in 4-H, and I have no complaints about it. It is wonderful. I hope this video was insightful. Have a wonderful day.